Hey guys, welcome back. Kuro Fry here, and today we're going to do a little bit of Throwback Thursday and check out Planetbase. It came out back in 2015. It's a fun little colony survival style game where you create your colony on the planet, grow your food, gather resources, and survive the elements. Pretty much the planets you go to are kind of hostile. For example, you have to survive weather activity and also meteors that come down and hit the planet in random areas. On top of that, you also have to defend yourself against foreign invaders that try to cause problems to your colony. So that's pretty much the aspect of the game. You also, it's basically turn your colony into a resort, set up trade routes and other stuff like that. So let's go ahead and start a new game and see what Planetbase is all about. Go ahead and skip the tutorial there. We don't really need it. Alright, so we get to choose a location here. Just get a scroll around the map to figure out where you want to pretty much land. Now on top of that, as one thing I do like to call out here and bring to your attention is the detail of the planet here. Something that surprised me was you actually get to see some of the weather activity on the planet by watching the cloud movements and among other things right around here. So that right there shows the attention to detail these developers put into the game. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a base name, Station Kuro Fry. Alright. And we want to settle. I'm going to pick this spot right there. Alright. So let's go ahead and jump down to the planet and take our look at what this game's about. But basically the planet we are jumping down to is a Class D medium-sized planet with thick CO2 atmosphere. Characteristics: it has a lot of sunlight because it is a desert planet. Atmosphere is dense, suitable for wind turbines, with sandstorms and some low meteor risk. So let's jump on in. Okay, so this is our dropship right here. This has all of our initial resources on it, and it also has our initial crew. And on top of that, 2 little robots. So right now we get to meet the crew. We have our little workers right there, the people in blue. We got some biologists right there. Those are our farmers. We got 1 engineer, I think. That's what this guy is, and the medical guy. And then our 2 little robots. Now, the game is kind of unforgiving. I'll go ahead and say that. You are not allowed to pause the game, think what you want to do next, and basically figure out what to do. So, come on, camera, work with me. There we go. So, right now, just take a quick glance around and try to figure out where we want to build. So, my plan is we will go ahead and build going this way. Now, you're not able to really rotate anything around right now, so you just gotta drop it like that and then set up your next thing. Your next thing, once it's set down, it'll automatically rotate it like that. So you don't have the option to really rotate and turn everything. The reason I dropped that off here is because we have a nice area right here, primarily going to be our landing zone for ships and trade routes. Alright, so we got that settled. Our next thing we want to drop down is the little bigger sized solar panel. You scroll your wheel to choose different sizes, so I'll go with the medium sized one and drop it off right here and have it connect to there. Next, we want to have a power source. We'll make the little bit larger one, connect that to that, and finally this little guy right here. This is our water source. Okay. There we go. And we'll connect it to the power. So now our guys are dragging all the supplies over here to get this built. As you see right there, it threw out the caution that the airlock is out of power. So no going in here just yet. And it will apparently keep doing that until we have power set up. So let's look at our guys. We got our engineer, we got our biologist, we got our medic, and we got some more. Whoa, that was close. Awesome. So this is our first meteor that hit near our base. As you saw, there was debris flying off and all that. Okay. We got our solar panel set up, connected to our charger here, or our battery. We still got some sunlight going on, so that's going to be charging, so that's a good thing. We got power to our little life support area, and hopefully this stuff over here gets done. Why are you going in there, buddy? Great, you just went in there to look at your little robot-y arm. Let's remove the lid. You just going to stay in here while my guys are going to die of oxygen depletion, get asphyxiated. Goodness gracious. Little meteorite action going on right there. And here comes the worker robot. Apparently my people don't want to work on this, so they're leaving it to the robot right there to do all the work. And boom, all done. Oxygen levels getting low, guys. Come on now. There we go. The oxygen is being pumped in from the water supply. We're producing almost 6. There we go. Being pumped into here. Once this gets a certain level, it actually will start producing oxygen, which it is right now. It's at 18%, which is enough for all my colonists to go in and out. And luckily, we got this done before they, died of asphyxiation. They'll just pile in now and be able to do their thing. Alright. So our next thing that we're going to look at is more buildings. So while everybody's pouring in, they're no longer dying from being asphyxiated. Alright. So we'll figure out what we can build next. Our solar panel is no longer working right now, as you can see. We are consuming 7 power right now, 7 kilowatts. I'm guessing a second. So this is going to be depleting soon. And we got a little bit of time here before our next day. So let's go ahead and plan our next course of action. These guys are going to need to eat soon. So we can set that off over here. Have our little cafeteria. Have a little dormitory off of that. Like so. And then our next thing I want to do is build a storage over here off of that. Now the reason I don't want to build the storage straight off that is because I'm going to be building a processing plant over here like so. And then what I want to do is build another entrance right here to the supply. And what we can do from there, like that, is have a mine straight out from that entrance. So they'll mine minerals here, bring it in, and take care of that. Okay. Now, as this here, if we click that, it'll go into a little bit of detail for our oxygen generator. Something it does want to give warning about is that the interior structure does use electricity to extract oxygen from water, and oxygen produced here will flow to any connected interior structures, rendering them inhabitable. When a structure is selected, the information platform will show current oxygen level. When it's low, structure will be changed in red and a warning signal will apply on top of it. So what this means is anything connected to this will provide oxygen to the entire base. But this can only provide enough oxygen to a certain limit. So if it's too far away, the oxygen will be pretty much cut off and cause problems. So basically what it's trying to tell you is build multiple of these scattered around to have the optimal pressurization of oxygen in your colony. Okay. Now, I'm building quite a lot of stuff here, quite rapidly. And what that means is we need to be careful right here of our supplies. We got food, we got metal and bioplastic. Also some spare parts and medical supplies. So what that means is we need to be able to start making crafting things. First of all, I'll go ahead and, for example, this requires 2, while this only requires 1. That's what it's referring to when I'm referring to supplies. So we gotta be careful on what we're going to use. So I will go ahead and drop off one of those right there. Get one of these and put it here, and grab just one table. Oh, I just saw that fly over my head. We're in a very dangerous spot apparently. We got all these meteors just raining down on us for no reason. So we need to be careful with that. Okay. Well, on a good note, our power supply is returning. I do love how these things, you can see the reflection of the stars in the sky and everything. And also the sun, which is coming over from over yonder. Okay, so we got our storage unit already set up. We got our canteen already starting to run. And now we need to make our dormitory, which we need to just basically shove at least 8 beds. Okay. Got enough beds there for 8 people. Luckily we have 7. Looks like our guys are getting hungry and thirsty. This guy is just straight up eating off the floor right there. And since we need enough seating for 8 people, let's just throw 2 down and throw a monitor up here. Alright, so we got drinks for our guys now, which is plus right there. We're getting furniture built, we're getting food dispenser built, and we are resting happily. So this is our meal maker. This is where meats and vegetables are brought in to make meals for the guys. Okay. So let's go ahead and speed the game up a little bit here. So these guys, we can get the rest of this built and have everything set up. The reason I threw a TV in here for right now is primarily for our guys' entertainment. Oof. Let's slow this down check our guy's stats. So this guy's getting a little bit tired. A little bit tired. This guy's thirsty. See, as soon as the bed's made, these guys just climb on in it. Not a care in the world. Forget everybody else. We're sleeping first. Which is not good, in my opinion. Alright. This here is going to be our processing plant. This is where we take our processed, or take metals, ores, and starches to make something here. Plastics and metals. Alright. So now we need to just build just 2 of these for right now. Because there's no real rush to build more than that. We're not going to be able to do much crafting in the initial start. Like this here probably was a waste of materials straight out the gate because, you know, we had an entrance over here. We could have just built closer over here, but I have, like I said, I want to turn this into our spaceport, and this is our primary entrance right here. And my plan is to take all of these power grids, power supplies, water supplies, and start building over this way, so we actually have space over here to build what we need to build. For our power grid, that is. Now, granted, that probably is not a wise choice in my opinion, but we do have a lot of space over here. But one wrong meteor right here will cripple us pretty bad until it's fixed. Alright. My guys are starting to look like they're fit as a fiddle right now. Starting to be, there's, you know, oh, this person, I can't inspect them. They don't look too happy for some reason. Alright. Our next thing we need to focus on, which I'll put on this side, is our garden. Oh no, where'd that hit? Oh no. Whoo, that barely missed. You see that, guys? That, oh, that could have been so bad. Okay. As I was saying, we need to build our botanical garden. Oh, I don't know if we can build this because we are out of those. Well, it's time to do this. Our dropship right here, gone now. We recycled our dropship, gave us temporary supplies to improve our condition. Alright. Once this is done, I believe we are self-sufficient. Oh no, this guy's not happy. Why are you not happy? Why is your morale low? Does this place not please you? It has everything. Okay, the mine's built. So that's good. Well, let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Okay. And our garden's done. Now, we have some choices. First thing I always want to build is a medical garden. Now, after that, we want to build some things that we know we need. We don't necessarily need food right out the gate because, or these food items straight out the gate, because these food items, let's go ahead and put them down. Just make rice. Our guy's just going to live off of rice. But these produces starch, and starch can be used over here. And this baby right here, starches plus the worker produces bioplastic. And the bioplastic is something we desperately need. On top of the mining over here. Alright. Now, we have a lot of stuff we're building right now. Being built, being powered, being ran. As you can see, our power supply is fluctuating. So, we just have to speed this up a little bit. And what our goal is, we're going to be coasting a little bit. Is your morale improving while you eat here? Are you all getting happy? Does this not please you? No, it does not. So, I hate to do it. We have to add some other stuff in here to make the people happy. Maybe add another TV. Oh, that did not sound good. Okay. Add another TV, add a plant. Hopefully that improves our guys' mood. We got rice patties being made. Okay, so this does increase moods. One thing I do wish it said, tell us is, you know, hey, this is why I'm sad. This is what we need to improve our condition. But it doesn't. Okay. So, let's go ahead, come over here to our power area and add a turbine. I want to build the largest one we can build. It does require metal, and we have plenty of that, and we are producing that now. So, I'm okay with that. We are now also producing starches. Thank goodness. The problem with rice is they are high maintenance. So these botanic guys will be working quite hard out here this entire time. But on the side note, I do have to say we are producing starches now, and the starches are very important for our base. Okay. There we go. And boom, baby, boom. This is producing 50. It is maxed out speed right now. Sadly, it's slowing down. But it is producing. Oh, man, look at that. That is just filling up. Alright. So let's keep it at normal speed now. 2 times not bad. Alright. So far we're doing pretty good. I wonder, can I connect this to this? Nope. We're doing alright for a starter base right now. Everything's going smoothly, and now we can probably look at other things. We can create a sick bay, make a lab, control center, bar, multi-dome. Or we can go over here and check out additional things. One thing I do want to build is this guy. And we will place this over here. This is actually... No. Let's not do that right there. Because we can, for example, come over here and build our medical bay right here, which is still close to the entrance, which is what I want. Our medical bay, and then we can build something else over here. Push that back a little bit. And right there is good. Boom. Yeah. And then our next thing we want to build is a lab. Here's a slight problem with the lab. If I build it right here like so and connect it over here, that TV's gone. But it's fine. It's fine. We're not going to worry about it. It's fine. I can just throw more plants in here. People seem to like plants. But can I... Oh, there we go. Okay. Shoo. So this cafeteria is pretty much centralized with all of our needs right here. We got medical going on over here. We got small lab going over there. We're getting foods in here. That's good. See food right there. Food is being put in these things, which is producing our meals, which is right here. We have our workshops going off over here, producing bioplastic and metal. We can probably build another starch factory. But for now, we're going to leave it as is. Even though we should probably do it. Alright. Now this over here, this facility, is where we produce some research going on. And also, oh, I'm sorry, workbench. This is where medical supplies are made. And this, tissue synthesizer. Vitro meat is produced here. Fake meat is made in the laboratory. But we can't do that right now because we are out of starches. And I believe, yep, that is pending for that. So exciting, guys. Oh, man. Whew. We're through the rough part. For a medical room, we can build a medical cabinet and medical beds for treatment. Now, our biggest problem we have right now is everything is requiring bioplastic. And that's the reason why I put down 3 of these things. 3 of these rice patties. These rice patties is what's going to be... Starches are brought over here for us to make this bioplastic. And our biggest problem right now is we don't have enough workers. I mean, we got one in the mine. We got one right here. And we got one in the bed. So all we can really do right now is pretty much coast and wait. I mean, we can take it one step further, come out here and create a landing pad. But is that what we really want to do right now? Is create a landing pad? Because we're barely sustaining what we have right now. It would be nice to create... Yeah, let's just go ahead and build the landing pad. No risk, no rewards, as they say. So let's set you up right here. And connect you to here. So this requires a total of 5. Oh, wait a minute. Could I increase the size of that? Nope. So let's go ahead and check our base statistics. Our prestige is kind of low, so I'm not too sure who we're going to be able to get. We have some free stuff, so for now we can actually go over here and drop this off right here. So we're producing some meat. And then over here, let us put 1 bed right there. So we just used up our last 2 plastics. And we have a colonist ship. And we have our first colonist, which is an engineer. And let's check this. Expansion reached. You managed to get a new colonist to arrive at your base. Awesome. So that's what that is. And the one colonist we got slowed us down. Was an engineer, I believe. So we now have 2 engineers. We have 8 people, 8 beds. We have biologists working. We got our launch pad over there. We're okay on power, but we are, as you can see, blowing through our power grid right now. So we can wait. Okay, we got our medical bed right here. We got our meat producing here. We can choose the type of meat we can use. Oh, please. Trading ship. Okay. So this is our base stock right here. We can take some of this. For example, medical plant has a value of 10, while this starch has a value of 8. So we drop 2 and 1 metal, no metal. There we go. So for example, we can trade 1 of our medical supplies for 3 starches, which we can use for, once again, plastic. But other than that, there's nothing really we want to trade. Besides probably money. So we can throw 1 of those in. Okay, we can do that. And get 82 credits. Is that worth it? Yes, let's do that. Alright. Well, let's go back here to our medical spots. You can leave now. Oh, it's pending resources. People are going to be taking the resources there to collect their money. Let's see how this turned out. Okay. Power supply is restoring. I might build another one of these just to be safe. That's close for comfort. Oh, is this a biologist? Oh no. Awesome, we got one biologist and one more worker. That was actually what we needed, was one more biologist. Okay. So let's go back to sick bay. We need to put in that right there. That's actually very important. This is our medical cabinet. They will take all of our medical supplies out here and store them here for immediate treatment. So we're doing good, guys. Our little base is turning out to be rather good. I'm actually surprised that everything's been kind of smooth sailing right now. Okay. I am very happy how everything's turning out. The only bad thing I have to say is we need to create another plastic place right here, because we do have enough. This thing's full, so another one would help us. We don't need, well, I guess we could. We could build another one. But one thing we really do need is another bunk bed. Because we do have 10 people now and only 8 bunks. And we got some more colonists. Let's slow this down. We got a worker and a medic. And we need another bunk bed. For when we get supplies, that is. Alright. We got our miners going. We got our plastics being produced. We got our ore being done. We got our little storage unit, which is 40% full right now. We got our power supply right there. One thing we could add is a water extractor tank. We got food supply going strong over here. Look, we got 9 foods. We got our vegetable farm, our garden going on. We got some questionable meat being made. Questionable. We got our medical room right here. Still questionable meat. And everything is going smooth for right now, guys. So smooth. We got 12 beds, or bunks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Enough for 12 people. Okay. We're getting a lot of resources going, a lot of goods being made. And I could probably go ahead and build a research station. Yeah. Okay. Now we're making medical supplies now. Is there anything in here? Yep, there we go. Medical supplies are all filled up. Morale is at an all-time high. People are happy. People are hungry. They get their food. Workbench is made over here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. We're going to turn that off. We don't need that right now because it requires plastic and we honestly don't have trades for that. Alright, let's see what this guy's trading. Medical trader. Here, have some meat. And have some starches. Alright, you know what? We don't need that. Trade ship has landed, I understand. Alright, guys. As you can see, our little planet base has started. And it is sustaining our colony, which I'm actually a little surprised about, I ain't gonna lie. So, overall, we got enough food going around, we got enough ores and materials being made, we got our metals and bioplastic being made, we got some coins, and our supplies are actually being sustained. We're not hurting for power right now, we got water going in, so everything is going as smooth can get at the very beginning. We're not really hurting on traders coming in or anything of that extent. We got enough people to keep this place running. And finally, if you take a look right here, our prestige went up a little bit. I think it just went up 2% points, but you know what? It's all good. Here's the statistic charts showing what we got here. It shows meals are kind of balanced right now. The only way to increase this is if we increase our productivity over there. Our colony is improved. Over the last 6 days, we've increased by almost double. And here's some more people coming in. Now, pretty soon, we won't be able to hold. Let's see. We got an engineer. And I think that's another biologist. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another biologist. Oh my, look at that. We are up to quite a few extra stuff. Alright. So, on that note, as you can see, everything is going well right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and disable that because we cannot handle any more people. Even though this thing can support up to 20 people, I'm just going to hold off on accepting any more people right now. But overall, everything is going smooth, and for now, I would like to go ahead and say thank you all for watching this Throwback Thursday of Planetbase. It's a fun game. If you like the resource management building and aspect of this, check it out on Steam. If you'd like to see more like this or make special comments or anything like that, go ahead and post comments to see more, like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, guys. And until then, I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Y'all have a good day. Later.